how they're doing it, but they're figuring out how to eat the bait without falling into the buckets. These mice are smart. I've been trying to just fill up a couple wheelbarrow loads every morning like this. These aren't rat nests, they're just pieces of dead wood that rats could potentially use to make nests in the future. I just don't really want them right next to my truck or the car or the cabin. One of the things I've realized recently is that I don't really have to do everything all at once. Out here, like, I can do these little chores bit by bit, maybe do a couple wheelbarrow loads a day every morning, just make it part of my routine. And then in a few months, there won't be as much little pieces of dead wood lying around all over the place. Hopefully it helps deter the pack rats. If it doesn't, at least it'll look a lot better around here.
Snazzy.
Well, they're kind of neat.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been doing some thinking recently, and I'm trying to figure out a more sustainable way to take short trips and travel with the truck. One thing that I've noticed over the past couple of months, we haven't had the camper in the bed of the truck. We've just been using it to haul around things and just go into town and everything. I get probably close to like 16, even up to 17 miles to the gallon with this truck when this monstrosity is not in the bed of it. When you add the camper to the bed of the truck, though, my gas mileage goes down to maybe 10 miles to the gallon, 11 best case scenario. I guess I'm just kind of realizing that that's not really the most economical way to travel. Part of me has been thinking about maybe trying to build something myself that I could put back there, something lighter with a lower profile, so I get rid of that wind resistance and that drag. I also would really like something that's a little bit more stealthy. A truck topper, fiberglass topper or something like that just fits on the bed of the truck and blends right in. I think I'd have a heck of a lot easier time stealth camping on the streets of San Diego, say, for a week if I want to go for a short surf trip or something like that. And that nomadic lifestyle is definitely still a big part of me. I miss travel and I miss spending some time on the road. And I can't help but think that if I can come up with a more economical solution for traveling with this truck, something that is smaller, better gas mileage, more efficient, just a simple, cheap setup that I'll be able to travel a little bit more frequently, and I'll be able to take those solo trips over to the beach or up into the mountains and go find some cool places to share with you guys along the way. That's not to say that I want to get rid of the big camper or anything like that. I think that's great for both Shannon and I when we're in there together and taking an extended trip. I think I could probably have the best of both worlds if I can figure out a cheap solution. So I have been actively looking for a fiberglass topper for the truck on like Facebook Marketplace for the past couple of months. Never really found anything that I was super happy with. You know, the price for these things tends to get pretty high, upwards of like $3,000 new. So that was definitely not an option. And, you know, to get a used one that's in decent shape, it's pretty hard to find, especially that fits an older truck like this. This is a 2001 Silverado. So a lot of the time you'll see them and they'll be listed at $400 or $500, but it'll be like, oh, you know, this window is smashed or this window is missing or whatever it may be. So to find one with all of the windows intact, that is this old, this thing is probably like a 2001. I think it was designed specifically for this bed of Chevy Silverados. I'm pretty happy with it, and I got it for $200. I think that seems like a pretty fair price overall. I mean, it's definitely gonna cost more than $200 once I'm done with it. It's gonna be a project. I mean, it's kind of a mess in here. After spraying it with the hose and really cleaning the exterior, I can see that there are a couple of spots where the windows are leaking, a couple of little spots in the corners that seem to have some water coming in as well. So I'm gonna really have to clean it up in here and probably pull out these windows, reseal them, really go to town on this thing. And the exterior also, you know, the paint, I like the color actually. I thought it was gonna be more green from the pictures on Facebook, but turns out that it's actually like a darker gray. But the clear coat is kind of peeling in a few spots. It really doesn't look great. So I'm probably just gonna sand the whole thing down, reseal it, do some body work on it, just go to town. You know, I'm not super familiar with painting vehicles, but it'd be a learning experience, and hopefully I can pump some life back into this thing and turn it into a cool little camper. Looking forward to getting this started. I ordered a bunch of stuff today, should be here within the next couple of days, and it is going to be a project, like I said, but it should be fun to try to bring this shell back to its former glory and make it match the truck a little better and go from there. Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily like the end of off-grid videos or anything like that, but I do want to try to incorporate that nomadic side of things into this channel more. And I think this will be an easier and more economical way to do it rather than traveling with the big camper on the bed of the truck. Thank you to those of you who responded to that poll that I did a little while back on the channel, just asking for some guidance for future videos and what you guys most preferred to see. I'm going to try to take those results into account as I make videos into the future, and part of that will definitely be hitting the road a little bit more, finding some cool places to travel, hopefully doing some stealth camping, getting in some surf trips and everything like that, as well as off-grid updates for what we're doing out here in the middle of the desert. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Be sure to check out the new Element Life membership site linked below. Becoming a member grants you access to many benefits, including an interactive map of my favorite free camping and stealth camping spots from across the country, a growing recipe archive for quick, delicious, and easy meals, bonus videos each month, special discounts, and much more. Thanks again for watching.